How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl here in MTG Arena. Today, free mulligan. We'll keep this one. We have 3 lands. We're a Drafna deck, and we are the usual suspect for a Drafna deck, which is a one-ring bounce simulator. That's our goal. That's our job. What we do well. I even blew a mythic wildcard in this deck to get a Fabricate. Um, It is our job to find the One Ring as quickly as possible, and then to reach the amount of mana necessary to don't want to say use, but to cast the One Ring every turn for the rest of the game. So that is 7 mana in total. You need a 7 mana base. 3, or no, you need 2, and then 4. So you need 6. 6 mana. 6 mana total with a draft on the battlefield, and you can have infinite protection from losing the game. It's a little rough for our opponents, but they could be running, like, God, what is it called? Questing Beast. That's the guy. Questing Beast gets around 1 ring, which is something that we're scared of. Grab a couple counters. So this is a Wrath. A not great Wrath, but it is a Wrath. And that's kind of what our deck is about. Not great Wrath doing the best that they can. Hmm. I think I want to do this first. Oh, happened with our boy. A copy of this one. If he became a copy of Jin, he would die. We're not about that. Next turn, we can Chromatic Orrery into Time Warp, which is a nutty thing to do, but it is in the cards. That's what happens when you're trying to opponent. Cards not enough. Extra turn again, just in case. It might have been in there somewhere. Seek up cards. Not exactly the cards I wanted, but we look like a turns deck, but we're not a turns deck. Those are the only 2 turns cards we have. Uh-huh. One with the multiverse, maybe? I don't really care about As Foretold. None of these are what I'm looking for. Yes, we do them. Yeah, take action. I don't really want those. We can revive. I mean, that is all I have. We did 15 damage from that turn cycle. And we're obscene in our degenerate magic play. Bill, you're very cool. I like you a lot. I don't know. Do I like Bill? Bristly Bill is a controversial figure. On the one hand, he does cool landfall +1/+1 counter shenanigans. On the other hand, he's best friends with Nadu, a known criminal and ne'er-do-well. You know, our opponent not needing 2 extra turns to do all this is actually kind of impressive. That's the power of ramp for you. You can do things that make it look like you're playing extra turns by just having more mana than your opponent. I have to say, I took 2 extra turns and my opponent still has 1 more land than me. That is rough. I think we will seek new knowledge. Not really what I'm looking for. I mean, we win next turn, so it doesn't matter. Cyclonic Rift just does it. Everything we don't own goes to hand, and then we just swing in with a Jin and a Trophy Mage, and GG. Our opponent got very close there, though. It was a lot of mana. Yeah. So, on occasions where I have to prepare more than 2 decks, generally I only ever prepare 3 decks ahead of time, but when I have to do that, the last deck is generally some kind of troll deck, some kind of joke deck. It's either intensely annoying or intensely non-functional. And this one, Drafna, he is intensely annoying because he just kind of does the thing. All right, this is good. We have to ramp. Basically, we basically have to ramp. I hope you haven't got any land ramp opponent. For some reason, this hand really is not about that. This Estrogen Vacation is gonna copy that confounding conundrum at some point. And when it does, we will this is an awful long pause. You know, from far enough away, I kind of thought that was Liliana. Of course, Liliana does not have white hair, but like it's kind of blackish there at the end. You know, not even a picture. These are his companions, right? We have Lord Windgrace, the only one I know, and then the rest of them. I neat, very neat. I am also land screwed opponent. The moment you play a mana rock, I am ditching my hand for it. Virtue of Knowledge? No, thank you. I don't even know if I have that many End of the Battlefield triggers that can benefit off of it. It's just running the room version because one of the ways that this deck can win is by getting all of the rooms. And it didn't work out that way last game, but like that's in theory how it works, and one of them is essentially this part. I figured like you can double trigger rooms if a permanent doesn't say artifact and creature, right? So we can get good on it. Hey, would you look at that? Extra's Invocation. I would like to draw another card. Swing in for 2. Discover 10. Okay. I see opponent. Don't know if I like what I see, but I do see. I didn't draw another land. You can always tell with opponents and yourself when you're mana screwed that when you don't draw another land and you really desperately needed it, you always take a moment of pause where you question why Shuffler is so insufferable and why all the good things happen to your opponent and not you. And I think that's where our opponent's at. And to be fair, it's a perfectly valid and reasonable Magic the Gathering player expectation. Like, Magic players, what can we say about them? I don't know, man. I'd say at our best we're pretty decent folk, but at our worst we are pretty bad. I guess the same thing can be said for most fandoms, right? Like, there are always outliers. The rooms in Mute Moors are vast and echoing, lined with marbled statues, white drapes that billow without wind. They typically make up attics, foyers, patios, and chapels of the house. Okay. Good to know, good to know. We have a bad hand, but this could help. It could help us. Imagine a world where we draw that land. Oh, I didn't even play my commander. Fair enough. He would have just gotten fought down anyways. He just could get fought down. I don't want to lose my main combo piece to a Jasphyra Sentinel. No. If I'm not allowed to have lands, you're not allowed to have lands. Them's the rules. Stop trying to ignore the rules. Okay, well, you're gonna get fought down, but might as well do something. I can't bluff that I had Counterspell and Mana Drain in my opening hand. Although that would have been a great Mana Drain. I guess it wouldn't be, because on the stack it only counts as a 3, but... The Magic Gods give and the Magic Gods take. Now if I tap my commander, he's hexproof. This dude is insane. I'm just gonna nope out of here. 5 lands advantage on our opponent, or 5 mana source advantage on our opponent is just unrecoverable. Let's say we've benefited from the mana screw, and then we were killed by the mana screw. We're gonna try one more game. It probably won't go well, but At least at this point, I'm kind of hoping it doesn't, because we are at the 15-minute mark. And if the Drafna deck goes well, it's like 15-minute game minimum, I think. We got a lucky win where we kind of just aggroed everybody out, or aggroed our opponent out, but it shouldn't work that way most of the time. Keep Drafna on 2. Sink into Stupor on like 4 or 3, and then like on 4 we can Mystic Sanctuary it back to the top. Maybe a Cyclonic Rift. Actually, you do both. Okay, good to know. Good to know. In for 2. I don't want a demon or a dragon or an angel to show up and make my life worse. It could happen. It could happen any moment now, honestly. My god. That was risky, opponent. Chill out with that kind of stuff. Plants in the bins, carry things. I don't know if I approve of that. 3 mana. I wanted to copy my Mind Stone, pay 5 mana, have all the damage. Go back to hand, Kalia. If there are to be dragons, they will be cast fairly. Angels do, and especially demons. I don't want to Vardagoth out of nowhere, making me sad. No, please stop with that. It's not going to get you anywhere. Just cast your spells normally. You have 7 mana. If you can't cast what's in your hand, I definitely don't want it on the battlefield. Elspeth's command. Okay, fair enough. Oh my god. That's the thing. That's the thing, guys. We nearly have one ring locked our opponent, which was a dream I didn't imagine we would get to. But hey, here we are. Here we are. Sure. Up to 1 soldier. They don't have any soldiers. Callie the cleric. No. Um, I don't think they're going to cast anything in their first main phase. What they're going to do is they're going to go straight to attacks. Our opponent is very stubborn. I gotta appreciate that. Ouch. What angel or dragon are we playing on the battlefield? What is it that we couldn't? Ouch. Opponent. Card. Turn to hand. Cast again. Play a land. Neat. There is a problem though, opponent. I can cast mine infinitely. One life. Draw 2 more cards. Return to hand. Cast again. Play the mana. Start snowballing. In the turn. What are we doing, opponent? Advance to the One Ring, and we have Commandeer to pretty much solve that, I think. Hey, yo, Drafna's invincible now. That's cool. That is all. I mean, we'll find all rooms eventually. It's just gonna take a bit. Sure. Unblockable does mean it just doesn't matter too much. We will do our stick. Cast it again. If I'd counted my mana, I could have played my Jin-Kataxias first, but we didn't know. We didn't know. So now we have lethal. Like, the game is over if our opponent doesn't stop us from being annoying. Because we can River's Rebuke on our turn to bounce their board and then just swing in for 9. Assuming they don't even use the One Ring. They might not. Rude opponent. Take action. Well, there goes my combo. Ah. Search for Azcanta. Well, I guess there was one of my combos. There will be more combos upon it. You can't ignore that part. Into the bin. Don't need a land. But I didn't need a land, but okay. Hmm. Let's see what happens. Like, if I can win the race with certainty, that's probably better than copying a Relic of Legends. In the turn. For I2. Time Warp. Yes. I would like that in different orders, but I can't do anything about that. Extra turn. Opponent. Really gonna let me take you down 2-3? I mean, they can free roll a Kalia and win the game that way. That is, I guess I don't want that. It's just too expensive. Fabricate. That's good. Yeah, I guess I get that. I put it on there to make the one ring combo a little bit easier. Go down to 2 opponent. Oh, that's bad. Am I getting demon? Yeah, I am. Okay. It's not enough. It is enough. Never mind. That's not good. Please don't be that. Commit. Land. Drafna. Don't. Please tell me it wasn't 2L. Doesn't matter, though. Doesn't matter. Did they get so unlucky for so long and then just had it twice? They didn't have it twice. What would have been the top 2? Mine says iron. Okay. GG. So close and yet so far. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.